Good morning, Scott Lara, Scott Lara 1961 on Twitter, Scott Lara 1961 on YouTube, The Cruise Genius. Good morning. Hey, Scott Lara here. Happy Friday from Grand Palladium, Jamaica, and Lady Hamilton. Morning, my friend. How are you?
Morning.
Good to see you.
Yeah, man, getting some coconut.
Oh, yeah. Cool. So anyway, and just bear with me. Hopefully hey, Ann. Ann, thank you. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate your encouragement, and I appreciate everything. You're always there, and I appreciate you more than I could say. So anyway, Lady Hamilton here, Jamaica. And, people say, hey, Scott, man, you get up early and you're doing this. It's like, I don't want to sleep my whole vacation away. And I want to be sure I bring everything I can to you so you can see it. The thing is that I've been talking to some folks about the shore excursions, but let's say tours or excursions. And there's a concern, I think, that there's a concern about cruising, and there's a concern about the resumption of cruises. So I want to just share my thoughts on it. I feel confident at some point cruising will resume in some form. I don't know what that form is going to be because, I've talked about the accountants, right? And I actually met the CFO of this resort the other day and just had a great conversation with him. I have several friends who are accountants by trade or by nature or by education. And accountants are Connie, how are you? Oh, Poseidon was amazing last night. I want to say that. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. How do I say this? All right, let me kind of reset a second. I talked to the accountant, the head CFO of the resort yesterday over at Miss Lou's coffee shop. And I give accountants a hard time because in some cases they rule more with their spreadsheets than with their hearts. But I understand what they have to do. It's the same thing a husband or a father has to do with his budget at home. He can't just go out there, being underwater, so to speak. So he's got to balance his budget just like the accountant has to for the company. And if the person at the company has to make cuts or the person at the company has to consolidate or do certain things, I get it because you got to keep the ship afloat. I get that. So I was just talking to the CFO about it, and I really commended him and the Palladium Hotel Group for keeping the resorts open. There was a period of time because of COVID they had to close some resorts, but they're open now. That's what I keep saying, is that they're open now. When cruising is paused, the Palladium Hotel Group remains open. TRS Coral, TRS Yucatan, TRS Turquesa, TRS Cap Cana, Grand Palladium Puerto Vallarta, and here in Jamaica, they're open. And that's where I get real passionate, where I say to folks, when they say to me, hey, Scott, the chairs are all empty, and I get it. But I'm here, and I've been to Mexico, and I've been to the Dominican Republic. And one of my reasons for doing that is to show you that traveling is safe. And it breaks my heart, the folks from Canada and the folks from England who reach out to me and say, hey, Scott, I'm living vicariously through you. We can't travel. Our governments have prevented us from traveling. Thank you for showing it to us. And even last night at Poseidon, sunset and the amazing dinner last night. Oh my gosh, the shrimp barbecue, the shrimp, Connie, what is it? The shish kebab? Is that what it is? Everything was just, and the chocolate hamburger. Oh man. And I love chocolate. And so the chocolate hamburger was amazing. Everything was, and I'm going back tonight because they are open again tonight. And the thing is that I've said this 100 times. I'm 59 years old. And to the best of my ability, I'm going to travel as much as I can. And if I bounce out of Wi-Fi, just stick with me because it'll come right back on. So I'm going to travel as much as I can. I have 150 days on Holland America, 75 on Carnival, some on NCL, some on Royal Caribbean, and I love cruising. I love cruising because I'm a U.S. Navy veteran. I love being at sea. There's just something about being at sea that really is special. But I will tell you, I want to thank my friends Dwight and Connie, and it was especially Connie Cenac, who who encouraged me to experience the Palladium Hotel Group and the all-inclusive resort experience. And I really appreciate Connie for sharing that with me, and I appreciate, Connie Springsteen and Ann and everyone, and April. I appreciate everyone who I've met here online who have also encouraged me, and our followers and fans and who encourage me while I'm doing this. But what I'm trying to say is, I want to say thank you to the Palladium Hotel Group management. I really do. I mean, I know it's taking a lot of, I don't want to use the word effort. It is taking effort to do this, but it's also, I get it. You guys are paying it forward to keep the resorts open so that we can experience them, right? So as I was saying earlier about the excursion companies, I believe there's concern there about what's going on. And I just want to tell my audience, and I'll be saying this on Sunday when I'm on TV from here, I'll be doing a live Zoom interview, newsforjacks.com. You can stream it. Hey, Nina. You can stream it, newsforjacks.com. I'll be on at 8:15 Eastern Time talking about what's going on with cruising. And the one thing they want me to talk about is that in Israel, I believe, and you can go to cruiseradio.net for updates on this, that in Israel, I think it's Odyssey of the Seas, they're going to be sailing, but the condition is going to be you have to be vaccinated. And in the U.S., there is a huge anti-vax sentiment. There is concern about it, and I respect that. I respect those folks who are concerned about the vaccination. However, anyway, the point I'm just trying to say is that cruising will come back in some fashion. I don't know what. Oh, let's go back to the accountants. And I've talked about this before in my videos. Somebody on the 9th floor of Royal Caribbean and Holland America and Carnival said, hey, listen, we can scale this thing. Not just a fantasy class ship with 2,500 people. Let's make ships that are 5,000 and 6,000 people and get more people on there. And of course, you're going to have more crew and more food and everything. But some accountant figured out that they could, boom, and get more people on there and make more money. Good morning. And that's going to work the opposite way of COVID because you have more people on there. And especially if they're coming from all over the world, how do the cruise lines deal with that? I read something yesterday that even though you get the vaccine, there is concern with the CDC and the government that people are going to throw the masks in the garbage. They're not going to social distance. They're going to be going to dinner parties. And the world will come crashing down. Well, if the vaccine is supposed to protect us, then why can't we go back to the new normal? Why can't we go back to the old normal? Well, I don't know, but the point is that we're in a different time right now, and the tourism industry is huge. I read something yesterday, I think, about Royal Caribbean losing like $4 billion or something like that. Don't quote me on it. And that's a lot of money. And of course, you got stockholders, but besides the stockholders, you got human beings who, and again, the Wi-Fi may bounce out, so just stick with me. You have human beings who are providing for their families. You got single moms, and you also have, we all know this for those of us who have cruised. Morning, Amy. You have people, when you cruise, right? When you have people who cruise, you know you have staff on board, men and women, who are away from their families and friends on the cruise ship to make money to send money back home. Hey, Karen. Karen, one of my favorite friends. Hey, Karen. So what I'm trying to say is that, yes, there's a financial impact on the stockholders and all the people there. But the bigger impact is on the men and women, like on cruise ships, who have depended on their jobs to send money back home. And then look what happened to the cruise ships, right? The cruise ships start sending their staff back to their native lands, back to Indonesia, back to the Philippines and so forth. And it's the same way with the Palladium Hotel Group and other resorts. When they've had to shut down, like here in Jamaica, they shut down the Montego Bay Airport for like a month, and they shut down the resort for a month. I remember like in, I think it was Punta Cana, they had to shut down for a period of time. Good morning, how are you? Good morning. It's good to see you. So when you shut down like that, and you're used to having a job and you're used to having an income, and then you shut down, I mean, what an impact. Emotionally, financially, you got a wife, you got kids. It is very tough. Or if you got to take a pay cut. If you're used to making X and now you're making Y, it's huge. And you're dealing with people's lives here. So, and what I've been saying to the folks at the different resorts here in the U.S., we got COVID relief money. People have gotten $600 checks. People are going to be getting $1,400 checks. People are on food stamps. People have other kinds of unemployment benefits. So it's really kind of different for us in the U.S. where, we lose a job or get a pay cut. But the U.S. government, to what they do, they try to, keep people afloat. But that's what I'm trying to say is that my heart goes out to the folks. Hey, listen, let's go over here. I want to show you where I think I'm going to be for my TV interview tomorrow. For my TV interview on Sunday. And Karen and April and Connie, if you're still with me, you can give me a thumbs up. Connie, I'm walking over here to the area where I'm going to try to frame myself up for my TV interview on Sunday. And just give me a thumbs up if you like it. I'm going to go up here, and I'm actually doing this for myself too to kind of see how it looks. One of the things about being a reporter is I like to frame myself the best way I can for TV. And I'm thinking about this angle over here. So, Palladium, Jamaica. It's early, guys, okay? I will tell you, I was down here yesterday, I forget what time, in the afternoon, and there was probably about 50 or 60 folks down here. Families, people from Connecticut, people from Michigan, people from Iowa, New York. I met some people last night from Houston. So let's take a look over here. Hey, there's Jerk Hut. And a friend of mine back in Jacksonville said, Scott, you probably won't, but go ahead and try it. And I loved it. It was very good. Jerk Hut's very good. Now let's go up these steps. And I'm actually doing this too to see how my Wi-Fi is going to do from this angle, because I'm doing a Zoom call. News4Jax.com, Sunday 8:15. You can live stream it, or I'll post it from my website. So Connie, I'm thinking about standing right over here. And I think that would be a very cool view if I stand like right about, I don't know, like right about here. And then for the TV camera, or for me being on TV. And if you look in Google, just type in Scott Lara, Lara, WJXT in Google, Scott Lara, space, WJXT, and hit it. And then look at videos. You'll see my videos of being on TV. And my last one I did in Puerto Vallarta. And I think I framed myself up pretty good. But I think, Connie, you think Connie, you think this looks good? This view, because I got the ocean here, I got the pool here. I'll be standing like maybe right about here, so then the folks will kind of have a good. And my internet looks like it's good, so that's all. That's always. Thank you. All right, Connie, thank you. You just the thing is with TV, when I'm doing a remote like this, I want to make sure the Wi-Fi is 100%, because I cannot afford to be in the middle of an interview and the Wi-Fi cut out and technical difficulties on TV. It just doesn't look cool. I will tell you, right, Connie, I appreciate that. Thanks, you're right. I will tell you, one time I was on TV, and it was a relatively new reporter at the TV station, and I was actually inside the studio. I wasn't like out here anywhere. And we're sitting there, and she introduces me, Scott Lara, the cruise genius, da-da-da. Hey, those are the things for the pool. And I just started on my talk about what I was going to say. And I look at the TV camera, and the red light went out. And I look at the reporter, and you have these little earpiece things, right? They call them IFBs. And they basically tell you when you're going to a break and when to start wrapping up. And so in the IFB, the producer said, we lost power. And we went off. And so, of course, the producer immediately went to cut to a commercial. And so I looked at her. I said, hey, when we get back, you just say this, and I'll just go right back to it. And it was fun. But like live TV is interesting. So anyway, and I love it. I love doing TV interviews. It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of friends who do them. Mark Murphy, Stuart Shearer on the Cruise Guy, Gene Sloan, and it's just funny to. It's just fun to do it. Let me just say that. All right, so I was over here by the main pool, Lady Hamilton, the other day, and my friend Dwight, Peter, I will tell you, my friend, I am having a great time here. And Peter, I just want to say, I'll say it on here, thank you for all you do. Thank you, Peter. But anyway, I'm here at Grand Palladium, Lady Hamilton. Was at Poseidon last night, Peter, if you saw my video. Amazing sunset, amazing food, and I'm going back there again tonight. So, Peter, a little while ago, and you could rewind this if you want to see from the beginning, but I was talking about the excursion companies are concerned about what's going on, and rightly so. I mean, with cruises stopping. I can tell you this from personal experience. When Marty and I went on our 14-day Southern Caribbeans, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, Martinique, St. Barth, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, especially in those southern, yeah, Peter is actually, he is really good. The thing is that when I've been in like St. Bart's and like the southern Caribbean, I would talk to people, and this is before I started doing the Cruise Genius. This is just me being like a regular person. The people in the ports would say we love the cruise business because when cruisers come, we're able to feed our families and do things. And when you guys stop coming, like during certain months, I mean, they basically like lock up their doors. And so it's very, I'll tell you, if you look at my video, you type in Scott Lara Cap Cana, TRS Cap Cana, and you see my video of me standing there and the folks are on the steps at Cap Cana, the staff, I mean that from all my heart. Yeah, the buildings, yeah, the rooms, yeah, the food, yeah, the entertainment, yeah, chic, yeah, people of Palladium. But it's the people. It is the people where my heart is with these folks. And it just, like, for example, Ernesto. Ernesto down there at TRS Yucatan / Grand Palladium, Colonial, who works in what I call the refrigerator, the travel beach club down there. I've become friends with Ernesto. I've become friends with Pedro over at TRS Coral. And once you get to meet the people and talk to them and learn about them and their families and everything that's going on, man, and that's why my friends Dwight and Connie, especially my friend Connie Cenac, will say, Scott, you're taking your tip money. You're going to be tipping. You're going to be tipping. You're going to be absolutely, you tip. Because the folks on cruises and here at the resorts work for tip money, and they appreciate it. If it's a 1, if it's a 5, if it's a 10, if it's a 20, if it's a 50. I mean, they really appreciate it. And that's one thing I've been dog on a bone when I talk about cruises. When I talk about cruises, I've said, if you can't afford to tip, you really can't afford to go. I mean, what restaurant would you go to? And listen, they're different cultures, right? I understand the Australians, the Canadians, and the Brits. Everyone has their different culture. But I will say for me, and at least for Americans, let me tell you a story. Back in the day, Holland America was supposed to be tipping not expected, right? But my friend Dwight, he had a spreadsheet. Water girls, maitre d', cabin steward, busboy. He had a spreadsheet because he's an accountant for all the tips. And he would budget out the tip money for his 7-day, 14-day, 21-day, 30-day, 60-day, 120-day cruises. And you look at the bottom line of that, of the 60-day or the 3-month cruise, that's a pretty big number. My point is that I've always told my cruise audience that it is extremely important tip. If you've been on a cruise, you've seen it the last night of the cruise where there's a line of 20 or 30 or 50 people lined up at guest services to take their automatic tips off their bill. So let me tell you about the story I was going to tell you about. Back in the day, Holland America used to be, tipping not required or, whatever. But what would happen on like the last night of the cruise, you could go down to the front desk and get white envelopes. So you could maybe write a personal note, or you put the money in the white envelope and you'd put those at the table or hand it to the maitre d' or to the water girl or to the cabin steward, and just your appreciation for the week-long or 2-week-long or 3-month-long service that you've been provided. And when Holland America years ago went from that policy to putting the automatic tips on your bill, I mean, it was like, and people were saying, I don't know about that. And a lot of people were saying, now that it's automatic tipping on the cruises, the staff are not going to work as hard, and Carnival's just going to pocket that money, and Sherwin and Leo and all the Glenda and all the staff that I know aren't going to get it. Carnival's going to pocket it. So there was a lot of controversy about that. And so my daughter Brittany and I went on the Oosterdam for its first maiden voyage for media and travel agents. And Brittany and I were on the Oosterdam. And the senior folks, Mr. Stein, and some of the other folks, Mr. Meadows, and other folks, I'm trying to remember their names off the top of my head. But, I mean, these are like the guys, right? And they knew who I was, and they came up to me and said, hey, Scott, what do you think about going to this automatic tipping thing? Well, their first question was, what was my thought about Eurodam and these bigger ships, because Holland America traditionally has been about, Maasdam, Veendam, the smaller ships, more intimate. And I said, listen, I get it. You're building bigger ships because you got an accountant who understands you're going to be able to make more money, and your shareholders want to make more, money. I said, but my main concern with your changes you're making is the automatic tipping. Not that the guests are going to complain about it, but my concern is that last night they're going to start taking their tip money off because Bill lost a lot of money in the casino, or Caitlin spent too much money buying jewelry, or Tom spent too much money buying artwork, or Susie spent too much money on the shore excursions, or all that. And when they see that final bill, woo, wow, now the tips, $10, $15 a person per day, including the 3-year-old kid. Okay, let's just say for fun, because I'm not good with math, $10 a day times 3 people's 30 times 10 days, that's $300. Well, $300 is a lot of money. And so somebody may say, well, I could use that $300 to, X, Y, and Z. And so they go down to the front desk and they take the tip money off. And so I have told my cruise audience, and I've said this on TV, and I've said it on my blog, and I've said it on my YouTube channel, if you can't afford to tip, you really can't afford to go. Just stay home. Just don't even do it in the first place, because it's not fair to the people. And a lot of people would come up to me and say, hey, Scott, I got a 3-year-old or a 2-year-old. It's bad enough that I got to pay full fare for the kid, with the exception of MSC. I think MSC cruises, they got a deal, and don't quote me on it. Just look at MSC's website. Kids cruise free. And there's lots of details on it, so don't ask me. But kids cruise free like on MSC, right? So that would be a huge benefit. But then people say, well, do I have to tip on Timmy? And Timmy's 3. Well, here's the deal. If Timmy's sitting there at dinner and Timmy spills the chocolate milk, or Timmy's, he's eating his Cheerios or his nuggets, and the waiter, usually like with Timmy or Brittany or a kid, Reed, Cole, Atlas, whomever, a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 2-year-old, the waiter and waitress they're going to be even more fun with them. They're going to say hi to them and be real sweet and cute and be nice. And that's really nice to do that. So going about tipping, yeah, you tip on Timmy or Brittany. And you're blessing the staff. And you have to understand the staff, if they're from Indonesia or from the Philippines, they are on that ship because they can't find jobs, good paying jobs, in their native lands. So they've chosen to be away from mom and dad and grandma and grandpa. And the folks there in Indonesia and in the Philippines are very close. They're not like we are in the United States, where somebody lives in California, somebody lives in Texas, somebody lives in Illinois. The people there may even live in the same house or live very, very close to each other. And they're tighter family. You know what I'm trying to say? So about tipping, I just think it's hugely important. And it's important for cruising, and it's important for the resorts here to be generous, to be frivolous, to tip, because the folks really, really need it, and they really, really deserve it. I can tell you, Pedro at TRS Coral, and he's just one of my favorite people, goes the extra mile. He anticipates. Ernesto down at TRS Yucatan. Everyone knows Ernesto. I'll tell you something. You type in Ernesto Palladium in Google and hit the video button, you'll see Ernesto. I got a couple videos of Ernesto in the Palladium Hotel Group. The Palladium Hotel Group also did a video of Ernesto. So it's the people that make it special. All right, I'm going to keep going here now. Let me see if I can do this. I want to go up to Miss Lou's coffee place. I did a video of it. I was doing a video yesterday, and I was, kind of getting wound up. And somebody I was saying something about something, I forget what. And the person commented, breathe in, breathe out or something. But I get passionate about it. I get passionate when people say, Scott, be careful. When people say, hey, there's nobody there, the place is dead, where is everybody? And I say, listen, I mean, yeah, what time is it? Like 7 in the morning? Something like that? I mean, I like it like this. Peaceful, quiet, nice, relaxing, social distancing. Wouldn't it be great to come down here today, like I am? Now, I'm not going to be hanging out here today, but to come down here and you can pick any chair you want. They'll turn the water on in the pools here in a little bit for the kids to play in. And they can play in it now if they want to, splash around. But now's the time to come here. How are you doing today?
I'm great.
What are you doing, disinfecting?
That's right.
That's right. Spray some in my mouth. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Now look at this. Here's the, what's your name, sir?
Watson.
Watson. Hey, Watson, how are you today?
I'm great, man.
Watson, I want to thank you for being out here. You're disinfecting it for the folks. Watson, I got 2 words for you. One love.
Up top.
Up top. One love. Respect. That's right. One Love, I think, is a song by Bob Marley. That's kind of my go-to phrase now when I talk to the locals. One love. They're like, yeah. The white blonde guy is saying one love. So anyway, I'm having a lot of fun here. It's an absolutely beautiful resort. Look over here. And this is the main building right here. This is where you have several of the restaurants. Blue Lagoon for breakfast. Oh, getting my COVID test this morning at 9 a.m. That's the other thing I want to say thank you to the Palladium Hotel Group about. Because the CDC is mandating that you get a COVID test before you fly back to the U.S. And the Palladium Hotel Group. What's this, a gift shop over here? I haven't even been over here. The Palladium Hotel Group is giving you a COVID test for free. You just go in there. Now, when I was at Puerto Vallarta, both nostrils went way up. And, yeah, so, yep. Okay, I'm back. Puerto Vallarta, both nostrils way up in the nose. And I cannot tell you how many people were asking me about the COVID tests. And it just takes a second, and you get it, and then they will email you later on in the day. And then you just go to the front desk and say, hey, please print this out for me, the form that you're negative. And you have to hand carry that to the airport. Say, here's my COVID test, you're good to go. All right, look at this. Here's the, I think if I go to the right, I'm going to bounce out of Wi-Fi. So here's a gift shop, and it's open. Here at Grand Palladium, Jamaica. Photo. Hello, my friends. I got 2 words for you. One love.
Thank you.
Respect.
Respect, man.
Respect, man. All right, so anyway. Hey, here's Weddings by Palladium right here. And I actually talked to the wedding person earlier this week. And I tell you, they've got it down with weddings. I have a friend who's getting married in June at Riviera Maya. And it's got all the girly stuff, right? Mr. and Mrs., the tablecloths, the sand, all the things. And you can go as inexpensive or you can go as extravagant as you want to. I mean, in Mexico, you can even have like the mariachi guys come out and play for you. But the wedding planner can help you with all the details. And of course, there are 1,000 details, and the girls have been planning their weddings ever since they were 4 years old. So they are the wedding planner will really help. Now, here it is. Look at this. Now, I need to get some of this stuff for Reed and Cole, rags. And this is their branded kids stuff, kind of like Paw Patrol, right? Trilby, and you got Pedo, and who else have you got? You got these other people, Trilby. So these are great things. And if you looked at my video from Puerto Vallarta, you will see that they hooked me up with some cool swag from the family selection and gave it to Reed and Cole. So here's one of the gift shops already open this morning. Let's see if I bounce out of Wi-Fi or not. But, some Jamaica stuff here. And you got Rags. If you look at my video from when I first came here, Rags was actually dancing at the welcome ceremony, the welcome celebration, if you will. And Rags gave me a hug, which was really cool. So here's a gift shop. And you got Gatorade and all this kind of stuff. You can Red Bull, you can purchase. All kinds of cool stuff here. So be sure to visit the gift shop. Well, here, now listen, I'm not even going to comment on this. The Palladium dollars, the travel club. That is one thing I don't understand. I believe they're different at every resort. Peter or Connie can comment on this more. I'm not even going to talk about it because I am blonde, I don't have a gallbladder, and it is a very complex thing. So I'm just going to shut up about what we call funny money or travel money or Palladium money. You can use it for some things. You can use it for other things. You can't use it for things. You can use it for things. There's lots of... So I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to talk about something I don't know about. Hey, this is the first time I've walked down here to this area. So you got the Turismo area, which is a tourism. It's not tourism. What am I saying? It's like the excursions. So this is over on the Grand Palladium side. And my friend Connie Cenac asked me to walk down this way because she stayed on the Lady Hamilton side. So Connie Cenac, this is for you. This is the Grand Palladium side. And people ask me, I've been asked this 6,472 times, what is the difference between the Palladium side and the Lady Hamilton side? The Lady Hamilton rooms have been updated. And if you come here now because of low occupancy, they're putting people at the Lady Hamilton side, not on the Grand Palladium side. And they are doing, once COVID's over, the Grand Palladium side is going to update their rooms with bigger TVs, more up-to-date TVs, higher thread count linens. And you look at my YouTube channel. Just type in Scott Lara on YouTube, and you'll see like the future of Palladium is what a Snickers bar. A Snickers bar. Oh, good. I want that. But hey, hi, I'm Scott. How are you today? I have 2 words for you. One, love.
Thank you.
Respect. So anyway, this is the, over here is the another gift shop. And so, when people have requests, hey, Scott, can you go over there to the other side? Sure, I'd be happy to. I'm getting my steps in. Here's toiletries in case you forgot stuff. Oh, snug and dry. Oh, I forgot the diapers for Tommy. Okay, there you go. And sunblock. Oh, I don't even want to see how much this is. Is there a price on it? Okay, look at that. Okay. I'm going to leave that at that. Bring your sunblock. How much is aloe? Aloe is really important. I'll put it back, right? Let's look at this. Ocean potion. So again, they have this stuff here. It looks like Hawaiian trial. SPF 4. Marty makes me wear like SPF 200. So anyway, you see that, so this is what you can expect. But here's other stuff here in the gift shop. I need to get something from Marty, huh? Here's some stuff here. What's this? Jamaica rum cream liqueur. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Love you, Debbie. Then you got some things over here. Debbie, I'm down here in Jamaica, Grand Palladium, Lady Hamilton, Grand Palladium, Jamaica. Really beautiful down here, Debbie. I don't know if you've been to Jamaica. You probably have. This is their Red Stripe beer, and they have that in your And again, pardon the Wi-Fi, it bounces in and out, so just stick with me if you can. Very nice gift shop. The one thing I like about Jamaica is the warm Jamaican hospitality. The people are so kind. And I'm going to say hello to you. And your name is? Teresa. Sharita. Hey, Sharita, how are you today? What would you like to say to a lot of people in the United States about coming to Jamaica? What would you like to tell them?
Hey guys, coming to Jamaica, you'll have no regrets. You warm sunshine, you good weather, you got lots of funful people, places to enjoy yourself. So come on guys, take a trip to Jamaica.
Thank you, my friend. That is very sweet. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Yeah, she did that right off the top. Wow. I'm impressed. I am impressed. That was very good. Look at this. This is the name. This is up here. Okay? Look at this. Bob Marley stuff. A whole bunch of this Bob Marley stuff. So if this is something you're interested in. And this is over here on the Grand Palladium side that my friend Connie asked me to walk down this way and get some video. Oh, nurse station. Clinic. I wonder if this is where I need to come for the COVID test. Let's take a look. Hope you're enjoying this video. I enjoy being here. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee here in a minute if you want to walk with me over there. So there's a nurse's station, clinic assist. Scott Lara 1961 on Twitter, Scott Lara 1961 on Instagram, thecruisegenius.com here at Grand Palladium, Jamaica, Palladium, Lady Hamilton. Good morning, how are you? May I ask you a question? Is this the place I come for my COVID test, the nurse assist area?
No, it's over the villa there.
It's over there?
Yeah, the villa.
The villa?
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
And your name is?
Prasan.
Hi, I'm Scott.
Hi, how are you?
I have two words for you. One love.
They're like two powerful words.
That's two words. Respect. But anyway, the people here in Jamaica are really friendly. It's the warm Jamaican hospitality. Okay, so can you point again? What villa do I go to for the COVID test?
The one that you're looking at right there.
That one right there?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It was like on the first floor, right?
Yes, I can go with you. Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'll find it later. Thank you. So anyway, hey, what time is it? Do you know?
Tishan, what's the time? 7:25.
7:25, and I think Miss Lou's opens at 7:30, right?
Yes, sir.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Can I ask you to say something? Say Scott.
Scott.
Lara.
Lara.
USA.
USA.
Okay, ready? All right, here we go. Scott.
Scott.
Lara.
USA.
Thank you. You're very sweet. All right, so anyway. Yeah, thank you, my friend. You're very sweet. It's really beautiful here. Really nice. Yeah. Grand Palladium, Jamaica. Palladium, Lady Hamilton. Let's go to Miss Lou's. And I just discovered it yesterday. Miss Lou's is the Miss Lou's is the coffee shop, but this is something else. I'm certain what this is. Mo Bay. I'm not certain what this is. I don't think it's open, but stick my head in there. All right, let's go up the steps. And again, stick with me on the Wi-Fi because it'll bounce out. Ba-bum-bum-ba-bum-bum-bum. Yeah, so breakfast, I think breakfast starts at 7:30, and then my COVID test is at 9. I fly out Sunday around 2. Got a TV interview. It's one of the buffets. Thank you, Karen. But I think it's closed. I fly out around 1 or 2 on Sunday, but I got a TV interview at 8:15. Darren with Major One Tours is picking me up at 11 to head back to the airport. I don't want to leave. I really don't. I really don't want to leave. This is a very nice place. Really nice. And it's different. You know, I've said it before on my videos that each resort is like a different child. And Debbie, you realize this because you have a couple grandkids. That each child is unique and special in their own way. And it's the same way with the resorts. TRS Turquesa, TRS Coral, TRS Cap Cana, TRS Yucatan, Grand Palladium Costa Mujeres, Grand Palladium Riviera Maya, Grand Palladium Palace, TRS Cap Cana, family selection of Puerto Vallarta. They're all different, but they're all great. They are great. For the folks, especially the travel club folks who've been around, you know that any resort is great. And Palladium has this tagline that says, from guest to family. And whoever, that is exactly what they do. I don't want you to leave. Karen. All right, Karen. Karen, do you know what Venmo is? Okay, Karen. Scott Lara, Lara, Venmo me about, I think, $2,000, and your wish can come true. How are you? Hey, good to see you. Karen, you know what Venmo is? So anyway, I cracked myself up. Yeah, I'll tell Marty, hey, I got to stay longer. Excuse me. I'm fine. I'm not sick. I'm good. Get my COVID test here at 9 o'clock. So look at this beautiful view, right? I'm on the top deck here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, $2,000, Karen. Hey, I'm going to do a GoFundMe account. Scott, don't drop the phone. iPhone 11 Pro Max 256. Don't drop it in the water. I'll do a Venmo account. Hey, I'm Scott Lara, 1961, TwitterTheCruiseGenius.com. Do you want me to continue reporting from luxury resorts? Then Venmo me a minimum of $1,000. Do a Kickstarter campaign or something and say, hey, support me and I will you can live your life vicariously through me, you people in Canada and you people in the UK and you people in Australia. And I will bring you, hey, you know, maybe I just came up with a great idea, huh? Have my fans, my audience contribute. Now, I'm not staying in a junior suite now, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'll be staying in a real nice place. You know, you don't want me stuck in a small room. You want me to have the best room, right? Anyway, I'll talk to Marty about that. Honey, do you mind if I do that? Isn't this beautiful? I'm going to go like this. Grand Palladium Lady Hamilton, Grand Palladium Jamaica. And it's like 85 degrees today. I was looking at the weather in Jacksonville. Was it 50 or 60 degrees? And I think it's around 30 degrees in Chicago where my mom and my sister live. 85 here today. I got my sunblock. I got my lip balm. I'll behave. I guess it's 7:30 here, 7:30 in Jacksonville, and I know what you're going to say. Where are the people? There's a couple of people eating breakfast. Hey, let's go get some coffee. Hey, I'm going to do one more shot of this. Here, stick with me, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Pretty good, huh? I'll come back this way. Was that good? You like this, guys like that? Like that shot? Hey, let's go get some coffee. And this is the top deck of the building here. Lady Hamilton check-in area over there. Grand Palladium check-in area there. %50 by volume, Jamaican rub Verschmidt. Let me get closer. And again, pardon the Wi-Fi if it bounces out. Look at this. You see that? 50%. Wow. Da 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 ba doo boo 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 boo. I think they're open now. Want to go in? This is one of my favorite places at the resort, is Miss Lou's. Amazing coffee, ice cold air. I just received word. Morning, my friend. How are you? I am great, my friend. Thank you. Just received word it's a buffet at breakfast today. Now, what should I have? Marty would want me to have an apple. What do you think of that? Or that? Or that? Maybe I should have those things down there. Look at this loaf cake. May I have one slice of that chocolate loaf cake on the bottom, please? Oh. No, that's okay. Well, actually, yeah, you can make it warm. That's fine. And then also one of the red velvet cupcakes, please. I have 2 words for you. One love. No problem. One love. So I said, Miss Lou's, very nice. Nice place here. Very nice. And a lot of social distancing. John, how are you, my friend? John Bukima. John, I tell you, I'm at Grand Palladium, Jamaica. Palladium Lady Hamilton. You and Karen need to consider coming down here at some time. It is a beautiful resort. And I think I need to talk to Jason. I think this would be a great place to have a land groove cruise. But John, hope you and Karen are doing well. But this is Lady Hamilton. Oh, and John and everyone else who's watching, just go to my YouTube channel, Scott Lara, Lara, and you'll see all my videos from here. And John, I was actually giving Jason a shout out on one of my videos, telling him how much I appreciated the experience, that the Groove Cruise really changed my life. And Jason, saying about not collecting things, collecting experiences, and that is so right. By all these resorts that I've been to, the experiences. I've got an iPhone 11 Pro Max 256, and I love it. But now they come out with an iPhone 12, and now they come out with something else. So you can get the latest thing, the latest car, the latest clothes, the latest watch, but things, they're not going to last. And John, you know, as a fellow grandparent, it's the kids, the grandkids. That's what's really important. So anyway, she's warming up some loaf cake, and it's going to be good. And I'm going to go to breakfast right after this. No, thank you. Not right now. Well, that's good the way it is. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. No, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Well, she's got the tongs there. Is that plate hot? Okay, good. Good. So we're going to try. Now, can I take this with me or I got to eat it here? Oh, she's nice. I like her. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I will sit down a minute. I'm going to go down and eat breakfast in a second. Let's take a bite of this. And again, I'm not going to eat all this. I just want to try it. Ugh. It's a little warm. That's good. Very good. I need to get a napkin. Good stuff. Do you have a napkin? Pardon me? No. Thank you, my friend. That was good. All right, I'm going to bounce out. I appreciate you all. Talk to you again soon. John, love to you and Karen. Scott Lara 1961 on Twitter. Scott Lara 1961 on Instagram, thecruisegenius.com. From Grand Palladium, Lady Hamilton, Grand Palladium, Jamaica.